I was talking to my Russian friend today in the gym who is learning Chinese Mandarin here in Henan, where I teach at the university, and he said that the language is all contextual, meaning vocabulary words have their meaning within the context in which they're spoken. A lot of people don't realize that you cannot merely memorize vocabulary words to pass a academic standardized test. In the United States as well, there are different bodies of knowledge: science, social science, history, anthropology, and all the different bodies of knowledge, including religion, are understood within the context in which they're spoken. So context, language, understanding, reading, comprehension, all of those things require context. Recently I had made a post about President Trump posting an image of himself as if he were Jesus online, and then some young man, or maybe an old man, claimed the Catholic militaries were killing people. Well, that ended centuries ago, so there is no context therein. Even the British Army is no longer colonizing the world. That ended decades ago, and now we have the United States trying to be the bully and military police of the world, and it's failed miserably. It's failed in Vietnam, it's failed in Iraq, it's failed in Afghanistan, and now it's reoccurring in Iran. And we killed 170 school children when we went in there and bombed and killed the Ayatollah, and of course his son just took over the religious regime, and I'm sure they're more angry and antagonistic and have deeper animosity and hatred towards us now as a result, speaking of the United States. So it's worth remembering, understanding context. God versus religion, one of my many books. A lot of people, they don't understand God because they are duped by religion. Even Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, recently quoted something as if it were in the Bible, and it merely came from a movie, and it has no context within Holy Scripture. So there's a lot of deviations from biblical truth that people try to purport and put forth and propose and espouse and promote as if it were truth and gospel. But the reality is you have to know the full counsel of God and the full gospel and rightly divide the word of truth and actually dig into the Bible. Not just sell the Bible, as does our president, Donald Trump, who sells Bibles, but when interviewed asked, what's your favorite scripture in the Bible? He says, well, that's personal. Well, if you're going to sell a Bible, you may want to know a little bit about it. So we have a lot of people who are monetizing the moment. General Eisenhower, our former president, when leaving office, warned us of the military-industrial complex, which continues to profit handsomely from wars overseas without end, which explains why they don't end. And yet we keep bringing our soldiers back in body bags or wounded and having to explain to families how their heroism cost them their life. And it's questionable whether that was necessary to give their life when we have presidents who lead them into battle who themselves were draft dodgers and never served in the military. So God bless our brave soldiers who are living under command and doing what they're told, but I pray our politicians and Congress more so will do their job and stand up and get a backbone and push back against this president and others who utilize executive orders unnecessarily to usurp authority and mislead and misguide our country.